The doctor told me that what would be next is they have some fantastic new intravitreal steroid releasing devices that are teeny tiny little cylinders that they can inject right into the eye to control intermediate and posterior uveitis without oral prednisone,
right,
and without biologics and suppressing the immune system. Prednisone suppresses the immune system too.
right.
So
and it has other issues,
but I am
other side effects. Like, I mean, prednisone has other side effects.
Oh yeah, it's not a matter of if you will have side effects; it's which ones will you have.
Yeah.
So,
and so you had ongoing issues with that.
Yeah. And I think that's probably why I broke my arm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, fell and broke my arm. So because of the prednisone, bone density is an issue, and so I had a broken arm too.
And when they do a burst, your common thing to say that I would crack up at is, I feel like throat punching somebody.
Yeah.
Today.
Oh my word.
It's a steroid.
People just have no idea. It's been all of these years. They have no idea. I have never punched anyone. And it's been a miracle.
Yeah.
Because I want to. I remember one of the times when I was at my Remicade infusion, I was starting to have a reaction to it, and so they had to give me steroid in the IV. And I cannot describe to you, irritation and agitation are not big enough words for what I felt. And I'm not normally an irritable person.
No, not at all.
And so I came home after that, and it was still there, really bad.
Yeah.
And I told my husband, I said, I'm going in the bedroom, I'm locking the door. Don't let anybody knock on this door. I swear to God, I'm going to drop kick somebody. Seriously.
Yeah,
if anybody looks at me sideways, they're getting drop kicked.
Right.
So I hid in my bedroom until it got out of my system. It was terrible. I don't know why anybody would want to do that on purpose with the performance enhancing steroids.
I know.
I can't imagine walking around feeling like that on purpose.
No.
So, so the next thing was going to be to prepare for the steroid device that would be an implant right in my eye. And I already told you, I am reactive to steroids. My intraocular pressure goes up, and it's dangerous. Uveitis can take your vision over time. It's progressive. You have a pressure spike, you can lose your vision like that because it can take out your optic nerve.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's dangerous.
Right.
So what we did, the plan that we put in place when I went off Actemra was to get the eyes ready for those steroid devices. And my doctor was very proactive and hooked me up with a great surgeon who actually was the first doctor I ever went to for my very first round of uveitis back in 1999. He was the first person that ever treated me for uveitis. He became my eye surgeon this past year. So we already know I'm reactive to steroids. We have to deal with that. And I've already got cataracts. I had posterior subcapsular cataracts from the steroids. Inflammation causes steroids, and so causes cataracts, and so does steroids. So I had steroid-induced cataracts in both eyes.
Right.
And what my doctor was waiting for was for them to be bad enough to be removed, so that we would do 2 surgeries at once. Instead of stressing out my eye twice, we would do it 2 at once. We'd get a twofer.
And then the other eye.
Right. So what he wanted to do was 1 eye at a time, first the right, then the left. We would replace the lens with a new lens, remove the cataract when it got bad enough, and put in an Ahmed valve. And you can look up Ahmed valve surgery, and there's a great animated video on YouTube of what that looks like. And I watched that. It's great because it's animated, so it's not freaky. There's no blood, and there's no...
You did some of your own little before and after surgery
of just
well.
Right.
So we can upload those later too.
Yeah, we can do that. So last summer the right eye was done because the cataract suddenly got really bad. Like I went from 20/25 corrected to 2200 on day of surgery. I was 2200.
At that point, you weren't 100% sure that it wasn't from
the vision. Oh, because my vision was terrible. I couldn't see.
So you were like,
and we didn't know for sure.
Cataract, or
right?
Have I really finally had the damage?
Right. So when the doctor was pretty sure that when the cataract was removed, I'd be able to see once everything healed. And thank God for me, the vision loss was the cataract.
Right. Amazingly, after all these years of having all this.
Yes, I mean, I still have a lot of floaters, so like,
yeah,
I live in a cold state, so when you look at a snowy field, it's just filled with all of these. Anything when I look at a blank ceiling, it's just a lot of floaters and stuff. But with my cataracts, I am 20/20 in both eyes now, with the new lenses. So the day of surgery, they did a cataract surgery, a new lens, and they also did an Ahmed valve implant. The Ahmed valve is to control intraocular pressure.
So that
in the event that the steroid device that they put in causes the pressure to spike, which it will.
right.
Which
And in the meantime, it's still
which
helping
it
you
would have
before you
well,
went.
and it's made it possible. I was taking 2 different
Right.
pressure drops, and with the surgery, I didn't need the pressure drops anymore.
Right.
So now I'm still on steroid drops, but oral steroids. I'm still on oral prednisone, and I'm still on ophthalmic prednisone.
You're just not having to deal with the pressure drops.
Right, no pressure drops, and I'm on drops for dry eyes. That's a whole other thing, but. So, and then in December, right before Christmas, we did the same surgery on the left eye. A cataract surgery with a new lens, and then an Ahmed valve implant to get ready for the intravitreal steroid releasing device, which should happen sometime, I don't know when. So the uveitis specialist thinks that he has started weaning me off of the oral prednisone. I'm allowed to do 1 milligram less
And you
a month. I'm allowed to go down by 1 milligram a month.
Long-term steroid, your adrenal glands are basically asleep.
Oh yeah, he told me my adrenal glands went on vacation a long time ago, and they might not come back.
Right.
So,
And so
again,
you need to find out if
we're
you're
talking
able to go
my
out all the
eyes
way.
or my adrenal glands. Which would you choose?
Right.
So, he said that what's probably going to happen was the 1 milligram a month was probably going to cause a bad flare, even just going down by 1. Like when I get down to the lower numbers, when I get down into single digits, they're going to flare.
Of course, yeah.
And he said when that happens, then we'll do the devices. He goes, you're going to fail. You're going to be back here, and then we'll do it.
Yeah.
He said that the UTIQ, YUTIQ, I think, which is the brand of the device.
Okay.
That representative was going to be seeing him in a couple of weeks, and that was when I saw him a couple of weeks ago. So that sales rep was going to be coming to his office with those devices. They were ready. They've been approved.
So, are you going to be one of his first?
Probably.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably, because they've been around for a while, but the whole trying to get it approved for this disease, and so that insurance companies will pay.